I showed why LeBron went to the Lakers on July 1st, 2018, a very specific date. In that video, I thought LeBron was on a 3-year contract with the Lakers. He's actually on a 4-year contract, which makes the riddle even more complete. At the end of his 4th year in Los Angeles, he'll be 37 years old. He'll start that 4th season at age 36. By the time the year ends, he'll be 37. And look at the gematria of Los Angeles. 37 in arguably the most important cipher. 37 is the 12th prime number. And I'm predicting LeBron misses the finals his first season with LA, then goes the next season, and I'm now thinking he's going to go to 3 straight finals to close out his career. If he does that, he will have played in 12 NBA finals. 37 is the 12th prime number. How appropriate to finish the NBA season at age 37 and with his 12th championship appearance. If LeBron were to win 3 straight finals in Los Angeles, that would improve his finals record to 6-6, kind of like 66. And as we've talked about for years, that's a huge number with LeBron. Lakers with the alphabetic order 66, so is LeBron. LeBron James in the reduction cipher, when you flip the alphabetic order around, is also 66. And in Jewish gematria, the word king is 66. King James, they call him. He won the lone championship for the Cavs on June 19th, the real King James's birthday. King James born in 1566, June 19th. Emphasis on the year 66. King James became a king at 13 months of age. LeBron won the championship for the Cavs in his 13th season. And don't forget, Cavaliers, that was the name for the people who fought for King Charles, who was the son of King James. So, with regards to 66, take a look at this. Last year when the Cavs and Lakers played each other on March 11th, the Cavs fell to 38-28. It was their 66th game of the season. And the Lakers improved to 30-36. Their 66th game of the season. How perfect. Lakers versus LeBron, 66th game of the season for both teams. The score, the Cavs went down with 113, that favorite signature number of the NBA. The National Basketball Association equals 113. This game was on March 11th, a date written 11/3. The Cavs go down with 113 points, and then 113 days later, LeBron James signs with the Lakers. Don't forget, big number in the history of the NBA. They compare to LeBron to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan equals 113. So does Kobe Bryant, 113. His poem, Dear Basketball, equals 113, and a whole lot more. Huge number with the NBA. Remember, the NBA is controlled by Scottish Rite of Freemasonry and Jewish folks. The Scottish Rite is known to be the most Jewish branch of Freemasonry. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry in the reductions 127. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Scottish with the alphabetic order is 113. So look at that score in light of that. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry runs the NBA. Could you get any more perfect ritual here? It was also 16 weeks and a day. Los Angeles, I'll just pull this up right here. Just in case you're new, for every word there's 4 base ciphers, and all of them have meaning. Los Angeles also has the gematria of 161. Did you notice that? 16 weeks and 1 day, LeBron signs with Los Angeles. So, it's also a big number in connection to Philadelphia, and Los Angeles and Philadelphia have serious history in basketball championships. Check how many finals have been Lakers and a Philadelphia-related team. So, 66. Remember, King James has a Bible in his name. The King James Bible is 66 books in length. The 66th book, Revelation, teaches about the number of the beast, 666, the number of a man. Notice in Gematria, the NBA Finals 666, basketball game 666, number of the beast 66. Here is wisdom, the way it begins in the King James Bible. Revelation 13:18 from the King James. Here is wisdom, period. Here is wisdom 66 from the 66th book. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which means 60, and 6. From years ago, we were talking about this. LeBron James in a game that finishes with 113 points. The Raptors go down with 87. James, 87, right? In that game, the story was that LeBron became the first player since Bill Russell to go to 6 straight finals since 66. Since 66. LeBron James goes to Los Angeles, and Kermit Washington, who was drafted by the Lakers, goes to 6 years in prison at age 66. You know, Honeycutt and Knight, the former UCLA players, dropped dead by the numbers. Los Angeles basketball players, dead right after King James comes to town. If you missed my video on their deaths and what it had to do with LeBron signing with the Lakers, check it out. Ritual sacrifice is another part of this code. This code of letters and numbers comes from the Bible, comes from the Old Testament, the Torah, where God, the God of the Old Testament and Torah, demands human sacrifice. This entire code's biblical. LeBron James, King James, very clear Bible reference. It's not hard to see what they're doing. So years ago, I predicted LeBron James would finish 4-7 in finals. The word beast equals 47. I am now amending that prediction. I really do think he probably is going to finish 6-6. I'm sticking with the prick. Lakers miss the finals next year. Then LeBron and company go to 3 straight. They win them all. I mean, think about it. They're playing the East, which doesn't have that much. Finishes 6-6. Makes too much sense. And again, at age 37, the 12th prime, 6-6, 12 championships. We'll see. Time will tell. But you know the